Hi guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It is not a date or time specific reading. Whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, it may be your message at that time. Do keep in mind it's a general reading, not a private or personal reading, so it won't resonate for everyone. Always best to just take what speaks to you and leave the rest. Speaking of private readings, they are now available. In the description box below this video, there is a link. You got to scroll just a little bit. That will take you to the booking page and you can read all about it. I think there's a spot or two open. I'm a little bit booked out, but I'm catching up. Okay, so this series of readings is dedicated to Venus's move into the sign of Leo. Normally, she's only there for about 3.5 weeks, but she's going to be there for 4 months until October because she's having her retrograde cycle in the sign of Leo. And the degree points of that are from 12 degrees to 28 degrees. She will be hitting 12 degrees of Leo on the 19th of June. Just a couple days away. She's going to move all the way to 28 degrees, and on July 22nd, so about a month of that pre-shadow phase, she'll turn around in retrograde and head back to 12 degrees, station direct, and go back. So it's like a 3-act play. And so the first act is the most important because it gives us all it's like a preview, right? The coming attractions of what we might expect during her retrograde. So find where 12 to 28 degrees of Leo falls on your chart. What I'm talking about is houses, because it could be one house, it could be two. It's not important whether there are planets there or not at this moment. You want to look at the house because the house tells you the aspect of life that will likely be impacted. Venus's influence, of course, matters of the heart and money too, because she rules Taurus, and Taurus is second house energy, which is a money house. But it's more about value and self-worth, what we value, and our own self-worth and value. So think about that. And Leo, of course, is very romantic. A lot of creative self-expression in the sign of Leo. So Venus in Leo to me I was born with Venus in Leo. My actual Venus is in Leo. So it's going to be like a pretty intense time for me. And I'm up for it. I'm a happy camper that way. I like to explore. And remember, the retrogrades are all the re-words. Review, reevaluate, reassess, realign, recharge, repair, reunite. Ah, yes. Reconcile. Ooh, yes. See what I'm saying? So think of all the re-words that speak to you and the area of life that might be coming up for you. And that's why I dedicated this series of readings to that. So I'm going to activate the reading with a card. I have been so klutzy this week. This is a Sacred Traveler. So let me pull a card to activate the reading for you, Aquarius. Here we go. Grounding. Ooh, good for an air sign. Go deep, explore your roots. Woohoo. Go deep. So some grounding is necessary. Now you can be here as a cross watcher for an Aquarian. That's absolutely fine. Sometimes the messages come through directly for you and less about your person, but more about you in the connection to this person. So that's what we mean when we say you may need to reverse the energies. All right, what I'm going to do is pull the spread, modified Celtic cross, give you my impressions, and then we'll jump in with clarifiers as needed. Here we go. Okay. Aquarius, maybe some truth coming in. The challenge, Queen of Cups. I'm feeling some, I'm feeling a challenge around matters of the heart. Oh my goodness. And some need for emotional catharsis in a way, because we have the Ace of Swords. And we're leading with the Ace of Swords, which can be a moment of clarity. It can be insight. an aha moment, like an epiphany, but it can also be a profound truth being realized. And that's kind of how it's coming through, because the challenge here is the Queen of Cups. And that Queen of Cups to me is speaking about, this is highly emotional, doesn't surprise me with Venus and Leo. And it feels to me like there's some kind of emotional awareness or catharsis that's rising up. In unconscious awareness, it's a crossroads moment where you have to take this information or this truth or this realization and make heads or tails of it, because a decision has to be made. So it's a turning point in essence. In the past, the Hermit, you've been walking this path for a while now, possibly a solitary journey, and maybe it wasn't really your choice, but at this point, it's where you've gained your most growth and self-awareness from. And so now in your conscious awareness, you're open to second chances, forgiveness, reunion. This is a reunion card. Reconciliation possible here with the Judgment card. But to me, Judgment is always speaking about forgiveness first, and then the second chances that come from that forgiveness, possible redemption if necessary. So I almost feel like you're at this moment. Both of these cards are crossroads cards. This one is more internal. This one is more when you open up to allow it to manifest. So very interesting. Going forward, there you are. Empress energy. I do feel this is the same person. So it could be you watching, could be your person. But to me, it's divine feminine energy. It's more receptive. So whatever it is that's coming in here, where you're having some cathartic experience and you're making decisions about how to open up your heart to forgiveness, then it arrives. Really beautiful. Spirit's talking to you about the Seven of Wands. To me, it's about, first of all, taking a stand for what you believe, what you want, what you desire, but also it is a little protective. It's like facing the challenge, but being very clear about the boundaries, if that makes sense. That's why that wand, across, beating back the energy that's coming at him. So he's taking the stand, he's facing the challenge here. I'm only saying he because of the figure. But he's also got a stance that feels protective. So that's a message from Spirit. We'll look at it in clarifiers. In hidden energy from your person, they're moving very slowly here. What I like about the Knight of Pentacles is there's clarity of intention when you see the Knight of Pentacles. All the Knights make offers, but they also take action. They have to take the action first so they can make the offer, if that makes sense. And it feels to me like whatever it is they're going to make an offer around, it's going to be tangible. It's going to be well thought through. They're moving slowly, methodically, deliberately, with a plan. And then the outcome position, we have the Four of Cups. So I'm getting this mixed message here where there's some emotional distance, and that's where this realization coming in is kind of striking, it's hitting a tender nerve. So that could be what this is speaking to, about that emotional distance, but also a potential missed opportunity, whether it's yours or theirs, is yet to be seen. I'll show you on the clarifiers, but it can also be coming through reversed, which says, yeah, I'm not going to sit here waiting for something to fall in my lap. I'm taking this action, or I'm moving forward, or some kind of emotional unhappiness or disillusionment is being released. So let's go ahead and jump in. Ace of Swords, Queen of Cups, Sun, Queen of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles. Wow. This feels like a truth coming in. Not something that you're realizing on your own. It feels like whatever this, it's coming in more as this gift from Spirit of something being placed on your path so you could be made aware of it somehow, some way. It's a large group here, so it may be different for each of you, but it's a truth. And it still feels emotionally cathartic in a good way, because what comes as a result is this happiness, and there's your grounding, Queen of Pentacles. It sort of takes out the emotional, whirling dervish energy and plants you firm, and then you are learning something new as you move forward. I like the Page of Pentacles underneath. For those who are new to the channel, welcome. When I pull from the bottom of the deck, I'm trying to tap into unconscious awareness or something playing out behind the scenes. And to me, this is about, well, this is new, right? This Ace of Swords, this is new. And it kind of takes you out of the emotionality and grounds you perfect for your oracle, and kind of shed some light on what feels like has been a dark subject, and represents that you're learning something new in this experience. And you'll take those first steps forward, maybe baby steps, but you'll take those first steps forward in a new direction as a result of what's coming online for you. This could be happening right now. It could be happening in the course of the next 4 months, as I said. But let's look at the Two of Swords. There's the Seven of Wands. Interesting. So I think you're trying to, you're at this moment where on some level you're doing like the internal scan for clarity. It's a turning point, like I said, a crossroads moment. A decision needs to be made. What do you want? It's coming in as Seven of Wands. What do I have to take a stand for? What are my terms, so to speak? Because then we have Justice. Because things don't feel very balanced or fair right now, do they? If you've been sort of on off the grid, as I like to say about the Hermit, and learning a lot about yourself, you come through on the other side, maybe open to forgiveness and second chances, and you shift into an energy where you're more open and receptive, but you have your terms. Because that's the quality of the process you've moved through, and that's where you have the new beginning. That's where it becomes something like, okay, taking baby steps right now, but in your unconscious awareness, you're saying, but this is what I need for me to feel somehow safe or grounded, or as if this is worth pursuing or being open to. Some of you it's pursuit, some of you it's remaining open to it. It depends on your storyline. I'm feeling a little bit more open since I'm seeing the Empress. That feels more receptive than action oriented, but it's still, there's something you're taking a stand for. So that's what I'm gonna say Spirit's message is talking to you about. Let's go ahead and check out the Hermit in the past. High Priestess, Six of Wands. There's been no communication, so therefore a little curiosity about what's going on, maybe in need of some clarity from the person. But it looks to me like what you're interested in or curious about are opportunities for either reconciliation or for making peace, or at least meeting in the middle, and having that moment where you're kind of pursuing. This is where the pursuing word comes in, a win-win outcome, where you both feel heard, you both feel seen, you both feel validated, whatever the case may be. But this is in the past. So I feel that's kind of where you've been living in this energy with that Page of Swords, the curiosity, the need to know energy. And that's why the Ace of Swords is coming in. There's your knowledge. There's your, oh, okay, I see, I get it. It's something that's being shown to you or will be shown to you because you have a need to know it. And so, and it will bring happiness and grounding, and sort of illuminate the path forward for you, which feels a little bit like new territory to some degree. But I think you've been on this solitary journey for a while due to some form of separation or no communication. And now we're at Judgment in your conscious awareness. Page of Cups, right? Here comes the message of love or apology. You know, if you receive the message of love or apology from the person who walked away from you, I kind of think you'll be good. Because in your unconscious awareness, you're aware that it's all about fear. It was an egoic response. It's come through so many of your readings, Aquarius. It's almost writing itself now. That you've been dealing with someone who kind of can't live in the land of insecurity. So they have egoic responses that are fear-based. It probably has nothing to do with you. I'd almost lay money on that it has nothing to do with you, that this is how this person has evolved over time due to, experiences in childhood or with, personal caretakers or first love relationships, that this is someone when the heat gets turned up, they split, and it's coming from fear. So I'm saying that because I'm seeing you say, well, if this person comes in with a message from the heart, something sincere, whether it's just how they feel or it includes an apology for walking away, I'm open to it. I'm open to it. I'm at that moment where I can receive that message and offer unconditional love. Yeah. Because you know where it's coming from. It doesn't feel like there were poor intentions here. It feels like there was undeniable fear. Let's look at the Empress. Yep. Which is why this person is moving so slowly. Right, because they need to feel some measure of control. That's the other issue with the Devil. Okay, I digress. Yeah, I feel in the future you have no fear yourself because you've already been on this solitary journey. You're the guide. You're the guide. So the tables are turning here. You can be more open and receptive, because you stand strong in your independence and autonomy. You kind of like yourself. This is really strong energy. Double hit of Virgo here, by the way. So if you have Virgo in your chart, or they do, extra added confirmation. Now, not for nothing, with the Seven of Cups underneath, normally I feel some kind of emotional energy attached to it. In this case, it's kind of coming through as options, things to process. And options, so that there's no emotional charge to this energy, because you've worked through so much already and you have more self-awareness going for you, more insight, personal growth has occurred, and therefore you're not in the weeds of the emotions. It's in the back of your mind, like this could be a lot to go through and process, especially because your person here has been acting from fear. But it feels to me like it's coming through in the future more as you're grounded. That's why you're getting this card. You're grounded, you're settled, you know who you are. So you can go deep. You can swim the depths of the emotions. You can process all the options on an emotional level or just in 3D, because you've done the work. So not to say that there won't be some triggers. That's always possible with the Seven of Cups. But I don't think you're living in fantasy. It's coming in more as there are things that will need to be processed, and it's not a threat to me. I'm okay with it. I'm grounded. I know who I am, what I'm about, and I can be open-hearted to this person, which I think has been a little bit of a struggle. That's why the Queen of Cups has been coming out in the challenge position, or has come out in the challenge position. So let's see what Spirit has to say about the Seven of Wands. So Spirit's talking to you about staying level-headed. The Queen of Swords is a truth seeker and a truth teller. With her hand extended, she has no hidden agenda. She lays it all out, all the cards, pardon the pun, face up on the table. And it's sort of where you're stepping in saying, here are the terms. Let's have a conversation. And just the way I said that, did it sound threatening? I don't think it did. Did it sound devoid of emotion? Not necessarily. Sounds really comfortable. No drama. Conversational. This is where I'm coming from. These are my terms. And I'm ready to offload this burden. I'm ready to unburden myself. And I hope that this conversation, this exchange between us, brings some truth and honesty to the surface so we can both unburden ourselves. And this is Spirit's message to you, because living in this land of anxiety and purgatory, it's like purgatory on earth is that Nine of Swords. It's worry, it's sleepless nights, it's being preoccupied with thoughts that can be intrusive at times. So Spirit's sort of letting you know you don't want to roll back into that. Which is interesting because these two cards together can be situational anxiety and depression, not clinical, situational. And being that they're both under the deck is showing the growth, is showing that it nags at you maybe a little bit, but you can overcome it by taking a stand. These are my terms. I just seek the truth. This is, the exploratory committee for us to see where we stand and if we can get past some things, past some fear, past some energy of rejection, past all that worry, and just kind of see where it heads. That's what I think Spirit's talking to you about, because your person here is taking some steps very slowly and methodically. That's more Virgo energy, by the way. Right, Five of Cups, Strength card, beautiful. This is totally in support of what Spirit just said to you, because they are moving very methodically because they have some regrets of the past. They want to overcome those challenges and things that they have those regrets about. And they're seeking that opportunity. That would be the wish granted, a dream come true. They're looking for the healing in this experience, right? And so they're being very intentional. I love this Knight of Pentacles because it's very conscious. It's very intentional. It's not an afterthought. And even though this is hidden from you, it's something that it feels to me like the biggest jump for this person's energy in a long time, because the Strength card's coming from the top of the deck. They're ready to overcome, or at least face those challenges, face their regrets, take action that's methodical, deliberate, intentional, responsible, predictable. Got it? So it feels really good, and like it's kind of their dream is that you can overcome these challenges or the obstacles. That they can overcome the obstacles and the two of you can overcome the challenges is probably the better way to say it, because these two always help each other. This is where you support each other energetically. That's really nice. Now let's check out our Four of Cups here in the outcome position. Yeah. You're moving beyond this. I kind of feel like there's a little bit more to come in terms of the timing, because Temperance is saying keep your powder dry, right? We've got the Ace of Wands. Yeah, the opportunity is on its way, but be patient. All good things take time. You're about to move beyond this phase of feelings of rejection, emotional distance, unhappiness, disillusionment, just profound sadness and disappointment. You're about to move beyond it to something calmer, to some peace of mind around it. But with regard to Temperance, it's also a card of transmutation. So here we're transmuting this emotional sadness and heaviness into, inspired passion. divinely inspired passion. There's transmutation here, but again, it takes time to unfold. That's the beauty of temperance, a higher octave of Sagittarian energy, ninth house energy here, where all things come into flow and balance in time. So nothing to push here. When the opportunity arises, you'll know. When this person is, should this person reach out, you'll hear it in their voice. You'll sense a change in them. I'm seeing a shift, which is why all the difficult cards here, the Devil, the Seven of Cups, and the Nine of Swords are coming from the bottom of the deck, which means it's like remnants of the past, remnants that exist in unconscious awareness, but that aren't leading you anymore and aren't leading them anymore. Look, this person is hopeful. And that's like the first time I've seen that. So really beautiful reading here. I kind of see your whole journey laid out in one small spread. Let me give you the astrology. Before I do that, there is a link in the description box below to the extended, and we're looking at our Knight of Pentacles here. So whoever this person is, we're going to see how they show up in the reading energetically, how they see this situation at present. We've got a little flavor here, but this will give us more detail. How they see you, think about you, feel about you at this time, their intentions toward you and the connection going forward. And I'll get another card from Spirit for some guidance around all that energy, and I'll close out with some Oracle. So here we go. We have Queen of Cups is Cancerian energy. The Sun is the Sun, rules Leo. Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn. The Page of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have Libra in the Justice card. We have the Hermit is out twice, that's Virgo. The High Priestess is Pisces. The Page of Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Judgment is Pluto, which rules Scorpio. Our little Page of Cups here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Devil is more Capricorn energy. The Empress is Venus. As I said, she's just moved into Leo. It rules Taurus and Libra. More Virgo energy in the Nine of Pentacles. We have more Libra energy in the Queen of Swords. Love her. She's been showing up in so many readings, and it's a great energy. Knight of Pentacles is more Virgo. Like I said, lots of Virgo here. More Leo in the Strength card. Aquarius, you're there in the Star. And Temperance is Sagittarian energy. So that's what I have for you. Really interesting reading. The link to the extended is below. I'll see you there in a second. Otherwise, bye for now.